Hey everybody, welcome to your Friday. I'm here in Miami and just popped over here from Puerto Rico, from Dallas before that, coming from back from Boise, Idaho, where we are building apartments, and just wanted to kind of reach out to you guys and just talk to you on a Friday like I normally do, but I wanted to kind of bring something to the forefront, and it's how you treat other people. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm not taking this topic up because I'm perfect at it. But I want you guys to think about how you treated people this week and how they treated you. And a lot of times, the way that you treated people led to a lot of the treatment you got, and it's not always somebody else's fault, and it's not always your fault. But I just wanted to remind you. I mean, I checked into my hotel today. I'm a little bit early, right? I got here at 11 o'clock. Went to check into my hotel. Was super nice. Complimented the guy on his tie. Next thing you know, I'm on the 37th floor. Beautiful room. I would call it a suite. I mean, I'm sitting here at a desk. I'm overlooking the harbor just because it was nice. And sometimes it's that easy. Sometimes you get things just by being nice. I wasn't trying to get anything. I was just in a good mood. I'm here for another conference. This is 3 weeks on the road. It started to become my normal life, right? But here I am, and I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. My life is going well, but a lot of that is the boomerang effect. A lot of that is I'm getting back what I'm putting out. A lot of that is in taking care of others as my primary function. It's coming back to me. I'm being rewarded for having that others first attitude, right? We just have lots of situations in our life where we're offered the opportunity to take care of ourselves or to take care of others. And it depends on where we want to go with that and how we want to deal with that as to what we get for it, right? So I'm trying to fix the lighting here because I'm not in my regular studio, but I've got a fantastic view here of the harbor and the Ferris wheel that's down here in Miami and all those neat things, right? And the reality is, at the end of the day, I could have been normal. I may have already got this room. It may have been, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm in an absolute Class A hotel, and I'm on the concierge level because I believe it was because I was just polite and I was nice. And I asked him how his day was going. I was interactive, right? The rush is over. Everybody's out. Now for the new people, hope you're going to have a great weekend, And in that concern that I shared for him, he saw that I was interested in being a genuine person. And I think that out of that, he decided that he said something to his coworker that I didn't catch. And the next thing you know, I'm headed up here, right? But we have choices like that to do every day. We have the right thing to do. We have the wrong thing to do. We have the polite thing to do. We have the unhappy, angry thing to do. We have all kinds of options and thoughts that we can do. And they're all up to us. I mean, we get those choices and we can make those choices every day. It's what do you want to make? How do you want to interact? And I got to tell you guys, there was opportunities for me to take the high road and to do those kinds of things this week that I missed. And guys, if you haven't figured it out by now, most of the things that I talk about on here are because I had the opportunity and I failed, and I'm using it as a talking teaching point for others, or I had the opportunity and I won. This happens to be one that I won on, but most of the topics that I talk about here, guys, are where I failed. Where I went into a deal and I didn't treat others the way I wanted to be treated, and it came back to bite me, right? So we all have those opportunities, especially if you're in business. Guys, I have the opportunity all day long to do the right thing or do the wrong thing, to do the thing that prefers my investors, do the thing that prefers me, do the thing that looks out for the long term and the people in my company and in my employment, or the things that are just Shannon centered. So we all have these opportunities all up and down our daily lives, all throughout our daily lives, I guess I should say, to make the right choice, to make the wrong choice. And it's always up to us as to what we want to do. It's always up to us how we want to take advantage of that. And you guys, the reward is not always evident. It's not always right there in your face and ready to go. It's not always there for you to do it. Colton's telling me to get on my soapbox and preach, but I don't dare do that because I'm trying to keep these at about 10 minutes instead of going off, right? But Colton, you're a perfect example, my friend. You're out there hustling and grinding, you're throwing stuff my way, and you're not asking, how do we do this deal? You're throwing me the deal, and we're trying to figure it out later, right? Those are perfect examples of people doing the right thing, conducting business and personal lives the way that they want to be treated, not the way that they are treated in the moment of every moment. Not the way that it happens every single day, but in that they are getting their reward because they're working with like-minded people. And the other reward that they're getting is they're getting jerks who sort themselves out quickly. Because if you're going out of your way to be nice and somebody takes advantage of you, how often are you going to go back to that well? How many more times are you going to try and do business with that person that totally took advantage of your efforts? Totally walked all over you, totally didn't respect your time and value what you brought to the table? Probably not again. You're probably not going to be a glutton for punishment unless you're a total masochist, and then you're piling back in and going, whoa, yay, let's take some more of that abuse. I'm not up for that. Guys, I'm kind of a one and done guy. I'm going to give you my best shot right up front, and if we're not jiving and it doesn't work for you, that's going to be really easy for me to understand where I fit in your life. And I'm going to get on down the road. I'm going to go somewhere else where I'm appreciated. And I would encourage a lot of you that are stuck in that, where you're not being appreciated and people aren't trusting you or treating you the way you think. First of all, look at what you're doing. Look at it and go, if I walked in on myself treating the other people the way that I am, would I want to keep doing business with them? Would I want to continue to be a part of their sphere, their circle of influence, and would I want to keep getting it done that way? When you're done with that conversation, and it's still, yes, I am customer care with skin on. I am it, baby. I define it. Maybe it's time for you to get up and take your toys and go play with somebody else. Go get in a different sandbox and go hang out over there on the other side of the playground where people do appreciate your skill set. I'm not saying turn in your notice and jump off a cliff and say, screw it, I'm done. But I'm telling you to look around and see what's happening, and is your work life feeding you in the way that you want based on your putting out the effort to be kind, to be nice, to be helpful, and make sure that you're getting the reward for that. Because I'm here to tell you, it doesn't happen right away, right? But it does come back to you. It does, and it will, and it can be very, very rewarding to have the opportunity to work with people that care for what you're doing, that like what you're doing, and that are appreciative of what skill set you have. See, at the end of the day, this is your life, and it's a short one. I'm here to tell you, man, I am very quickly approaching the halfway mark if I'm going to be a centurion, right? Some people would say I'm closer to 3/4. Maybe a few others would hope that it's the 8th inning of a 9th inning ball game, right? 9th-inning ball game for me. But the reality is I don't have that much left, and I want to know how much of an impact I can make. So I'm asking you, when was the last time you were nice? When was the last time you gave more than you got and counted it a pleasure to have that opportunity to work with somebody else and to grow your skill set and learn more? When was the last time you thought, man, this is a good deal both ways? In fact, maybe I'm getting a little more than I'm given, and I should appreciate that, and I do. Those are just opportunities that we all have, guys, to take that out and take that to the next level. Move forward with that. Take your little piece of the world and go out and infect others with kindness. How often have you guys had something really nice happen to you and then turn around and tore somebody else's head off? Not very often. How many times you had your head torn off and turned around and did something really nice for somebody else? Not very often. So if you're giving sunshine and rainbows and unicorn poop, people are going to pick up on that, and they'll be more likely to be kind to the next person they meet. They'll be kind to the person in line behind them or the barista that they ordered from. They'll be kind to the person that's having a rough first day or a rough 10th year. Guys, we don't know what other people are going through, but we do know how to be kind. So I would encourage you to take the time to be kind to those around you, be kind to those that you can, be kind when they're not kind to you, because that leaves a very lasting impression. So guys, go have a great weekend. Enjoy your family, enjoy your time off, enjoy your grind if you're working 6 days a week, 7 days a week like I do, right? But I like it. So I got to make sure that I take credit for it's not a sickness with me. It's a pleasure to work as much as I do. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.